Again, welcome everyone to our Saturday morning breakfast call. It is February 4th, 2017. For my wife and I, and I've got a little helper here too that's going to say hello to everybody. Hello. Can you say hello?
Hello.
There we go. He's excited to do the training call with Dad this morning, and we are going to have a wonderful call. We want to recognize, first off, people that are having a lot of success with the business, success with Postcard Networker, growing their teams, growing their checks, growing their income, growing their downlines, and loving every minute of it. So I just want to recognize, first off, people that are either receiving checks, receiving matching postcards, or both on our call. And of course, you want to get your name on this list every single week if you can. You want to have your business consistently growing. That is truly the name of the game. So congratulations to Stan and David. Congratulations, Zaina, Greg, Brian, Twanzel. Congratulations, Jason, Daniel, Catherine, Roger, Joseph, Langford, Herschel, Donald, Henry, Patty. Congratulations to Charles and Ja, Sam, Robert, Leonard, Jack, Brad. Congratulations, Darnell, Hugo, Greg, Leah, Robert, David, Greg, Jay, May, Christina, Marianne, Jerry, Fred, Herb, Pandora. Congratulations, Clinton and Virginia, Chip, John, Shakira, Roy, and hey, you know what, folks? We've got a whole nother page. Congratulations. Oh, I've got Clinton in there again. Actually, that whole line is in there again, but congratulations to all of you guys. Congratulations to Clarence, Barry, David, Sandra, Wisteria. Congratulations, Lisa, John, Richard, Alfred, Vernon, Edward, Richard, Iad. Congratulations to Douglas, Faith, Jenny, Jamil, Clyde, Kim, Gary, Nathan, Kevin, Mary, Howard, Moses, Herschel, Lindsay, Caitlin, Phyllis. Congratulations, Alonzo and Georgetta, Khalil, Gail, Josephine, Mike, Sean, Richard, Wolf, William, and Fred. And congratulations to everybody that is having a lot of success with the business, building your business, getting free members, getting the ball rolling, sending out your postcards. Hey, if you're taking action to build your business, you will have success with the Postcard Networker system. It's really, truly just inevitable as you build your business. Now, in terms of updates this week, hey, you know what? Everything is running pretty smoothly. All the orders are up to date. All the matching postcards are up to date. The support tickets are getting close, but we do have a working customer service that's helping out a lot, starting to return phone calls, starting to take in the live calls and stuff like that too, which is going to be a big help. And here's a little point to note. Lots of checks being sent out every single week. This past week, I wrote a lot of checks to you guys for big and small amounts. So congratulations to everybody who's really, truly building their business, starting to generate a good, significant income on a regular basis. And, of course, tons of matching postcards, folks. I'm going to talk about this during the training today, but I really can't overemphasize the fact that this business was set up originally and still is set up to primarily replace your marketing cost, right? Generate you those matching postcards and generate you free advertising for you and your team. That's the whole name of the game with Postcard Networker. It's not necessarily there to generate you, a full-time income out of the gates. Over time you can with us, but primarily it's to build, a network marketing business or build that income stream number 4, which we're going to talk about a little bit during the call again. So understand again, if you're looking to get a paycheck overnight, Postcard Networker is going to generate you the leads, is going to replace your advertising budget, and is going to generate you the downline and the leverage instead of giving you a check immediately. Okay, so that's really, again, what we kind of want to focus on, and that's what I'm going to get into the training here today. I want to talk to you guys, and we're just going to get right into it. I've got a little helper here on my lap, so we'll see if we can get through the whole call without any major interruptions. But He's just going to sit here and we've got probably 2,000 rolls of stamps here. He's just kind of sorting for me as we go. Back in 1999, I was introduced to my very first home-based business. Okay, before that, before 1999, I always had aspired to maybe go into some type of financial or banking or some type of maybe the government or something with it. I went to university I was going to university for business. So I knew I wanted to get into some kind of business, go be a vice president of marketing or go be a CEO of a company or something like that. But what I didn't really know at the time was, a lot of, I didn't know the starting your own business world necessarily. I didn't know anything about the home-based business world, working from home, starting your own company, being an affiliate or being a distributor for another company. I didn't know any of that stuff. So from about 1999, when I was first introduced to the concept of network marketing, to 2004 is where I really started to explore. I really started trying to explore the network marketing industry, the home-based business industry, and I tried different things, different mailing programs and selling different products to people locally, trying to build network marketing companies. And really what happened was probably similar to what a lot of you either have gone through or are currently experiencing in the home-based business industry. A lot of rejection, right? A lot of, I guess, failure or learning. Instead of calling it failure, maybe we just call it a lot of education, right? A lot of trial and error, trying to figure out, because here's the thing. I thought when I was getting into these companies or getting into these opportunities, I thought I was going to do something revolutionary and I was going to create a new way to build a network marketing business or a new way to do this stuff. What I didn't realize is that there is already several really good paths to making money from home, to generating traffic to, well, I guess at the time, not necessarily traffic to a website, but to generating the leads, to generating the people to build a business with. There's already so many paths and so much innovation in this field. But I almost kind of felt like I was going to be different. I was going to create my own. I was going to go off because I did have some failure when I first started. I did get a lot of rejection. So I'm well, I got to figure out, for myself a new way of doing it. Well, in about 2004, I literally went from, because from 1999 to 2004, I really didn't have a lot of success. I got a little bit here and there, a few sales, but not anything to really write home about. Maybe I made $80. I know back in 99, my first check was for $6. It was actually a check that the company paid me on my own order, which, my sponsor was yeah, you got a check. And I'm sitting there going, what are you talking about? I ordered products and they sent me a commission on my own order. I didn't sign up anybody. I didn't get any customers. I didn't actually generate anything other than spend money and get kind of almost like a cash rebate in the form of a commission check. But after that, I generate $20 here or $50 there, $80 there. It wasn't really anything significant. In 2004, though, what I did was I realized that, I needed something more. I needed a way to accelerate the business. So instead of going after one customer at a time or trying to generate one or two people or trying to build the business locally, which often, a lot of the network marketers still to this day do, which is fine as long as you have a system to do it. As long as you have a way to, continually build the business, as long as you have a way to get more leads and more people. Okay, to me, it's all about systems. It's all about creating a way to consistently get more and more people through a sales presentation, right? Through the process to be able to get into the business and make a purchase from you. So back in 2004, I started making connections with different people. Okay, instead of the original sponsors that I had in those network marketing companies, I started looking for people that were doing things a little bit differently. And what I discovered was, over the course of about 6 months, a success blueprint, that at the time we just started doing it. There wasn't like a course on it. There wasn't like an somebody didn't say, this is how we're going to do it. We just started actually working. And I worked with a couple different gentlemen that, they didn't necessarily know how to do network marketing, but they had a system where they could generate basically an unlimited source of leads. They ran ads in newspapers. They ran ads, in magazines and things like that, to be able to generate leads. Okay. Now, nowadays, we kind of have the internet instead of newspapers. Newspapers don't tend to generate the significant amount of leads and traffic as it used to back in 1999 or back in 2004. But what I'm saying is they had the source of leads coming in. They would advertise consistently in all kinds of newspapers nationwide, generating people that are interested in a home-based business. And that to me was revolutionary, because instead of me having to spend all of this time just trying to find one person that might be interested, because that's essentially what I was doing. I was spending a lot of time just racking my brain trying to figure out who could I go to. Or I would call friends and family, are you interested in a home-based business? Or can I show you a business opportunity? Or, something like that. And the crazy thing is, if you spend all your time trying to source leads, you're really not going to have a huge amount of success, because there's already people who full-time will source your leads for you. Okay? There's nothing new about finding leads. There's nothing that you're going to do. The only leads that I can't find for you, okay, as a leader in your team or as a leader in Postcard Networker or in network marketing, are kind of like your friends and family. I'm not necessarily going to source your friends and family. But beyond that, because your friends and family sometimes can provide a good source, sometimes they're not, right? Depending on who they are and if an opportunity is right for them and if they're even interested in something like this. But what we did was we created and we found a source of leads through these newspaper advertising that was essentially unlimited, because we could advertise in newspapers nationwide. You could just spend money every single day in all the daily newspapers. You could spend money every single week in all the weekly news, in all the weekly kind of like penny savers and stuff like that. Okay. So we would just run ads and ads and ads and ads and ads. And what we were doing is, first we were creating just small sales. Okay. So for those of you that are fairly active in Postcard Networker, or have made a purchase from us, or if you purchased one of the starter packs, or if you kind of got one of the old packages when we first got started, we would put in these little booklets. Okay. And it's the same now. We've got this Postcard Networker booklet. It's now, instead of kind of a smaller 6x, I guess they would have been like a 6x9 or a 5x7. Now it's kind of an 8.5x11 or an 8x11 booklet, okay, filled with information, kind of telling story, talking about the system, talking about how you can have success and stuff like that. We actually used to sell these anywhere from probably about $19, okay, all the way up to about $50 or $60, okay, just basically for the information, for an information booklet, or for a book that explains, okay, here's the opportunity. And by the way, this will still work today. This kind of process, if you're selling information, whether it be an ebook, whether it be a physical book that you mail to people, or whether it be, CDs or any kind of information product on the front end, will still work, no problem. With Postcard Networker, of course, what do we sell up front? We sell the affiliate program, we sell the online marketing, we sell postcards. Okay, that's kind of the small sales that we do up front, if you want to kind of relate to what we're doing today. So we used to sell these booklets, and what happened was those booklets, or those small sales, would help to basically pre-qualify our leads. All right, it would help to sort our leads for us, and that was the system. We would run the advertising to generate the leads. We would make a small sale to generate, and sort through the prospects. because we generated so many leads that we couldn't necessarily call them all ourselves. What would happen then is we took a network marketing company and put it on the back end and said, okay, after we generate a small sale, we're going to now sell them our network marketing company. And then the only thing left to do really was to just continually increase advertising, and one other thing, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But if you look at this process, generate a lead, create a small sale, right, to sort the prospects, create a back-end sale, which is the network marketing opportunity, increase your advertising, which generates more leads, which generates more small sales, which generates more network marketing sales or back-end sales, and then increase your advertising again, right? Reinvest in your advertising and grow your advertising budget. And if you look at this system, we did this very successfully for about 6 months it took to go full-time. From the time that I started with these gentlemen, started advertising in newspapers, start working with them, start doing, and I mean at the time we were doing primarily phone calls. So, you know, once they got the booklet of information, we would call them, we would chat with them, we would bring them on a presentation. Okay, and that was kind of the system, which would pitch them the network marketing company. And today you have the opportunity to, maybe you don't necessarily have to bring them on a call or a webinar or something like that. You can bring them to an online presentation. You can bring them to an automated webinar. There's tons of ways that you can present your business nowadays that we didn't necessarily have access to or we didn't really know about back in 2004. But the repetition of this system, of the Success Blueprint, is what got me personally to go full-time. Now, if you copy this same methodology in 2017 of what I did back in 2004 to initially go full-time, you can do the same thing. You can go full-time. Okay? You can quit your job. You can generate way more income from a home-based business than you ever can from your job. Because what happens is you're able to start piggybacking on not only this system, not only getting those leads, getting those small sales, back-end sales, and growing your business, but the one last thing that you can get by using this system, the one last thing, and I don't know if you've guessed it yet, okay, you can take a guess, maybe write it down or say it out loud if you're just kind of sitting there listening right now. What is the one last thing that's missing in this Success Blueprint, in this system, which can help you go full-time? Think about it for a minute. What is it? Because there's one thing I left out of this first page that you absolutely 100% need. This is going to be fun picking up stamps afterwards. We've got rolls of stamps getting opened, but no problem. We're entertaining the little guy here. So what's the one last thing? We've got leverage. Okay? The one last thing is leverage. You need to be able to get leverage in your business, in your system, to be able to have success. Okay? To be able to go full time. You absolutely can't go full time in network marketing. You will not be able to without gaining leverage, okay? Without being able to build your business through a team, all right? It's not going to work, okay? Now, you can in a home-based business go full-time, but you need a different business model, okay? You need, either a higher-end sale or something like that. But if you want to do it in network marketing, because in network marketing, the per customer commission that you're making is relatively small. Okay, if you go generate a customer, you might get $100 up front, or $50 up front, or $20 up front, or something like that per customer. But then, kind of as an ongoing residual in network marketing, you're usually only getting $2, $3, $5, $7, $10, okay, per member. All right, in your organization. And you're not going to go full time on a $4 member. But you can go full-time if you're collecting $4 members, and if your team, okay, a team of 100 people or 200 people or 300 people are also collecting more $2 sales, $4 sales, $10 sales, okay, $20 sales. All right, think about that. If you have 1,000 people all generating $1 $2 sale for you every single month, that's $2,000 in residual income. That's $2,000 in leveraged income. $2,000 in income that you just had to start the process for. You didn't have to build the you didn't have to build it all yourself. Okay? You just had to get the thing started. And if you can get it started, that's really, that's really the key. All right? That's really the most important part. Sorry, I just had to adjust my headset here. So what is Postcard Networker? So back in 2004, this is essentially the same thing 13 years later that I'm still doing to have success in network marketing. This is the same thing. So when I met those two gentlemen back in 2004 and we started building our team, we started building a network marketing organization using, leads, running advertising, small sales, back-end sales, run more advertising, and then gain leverage through the team, right? And how we gained leverage through the team back then is we simply let the team copy what we were doing. We let them run the advertising with us. We'd split up the leads between everyone, okay? Sound familiar? All right, and then they would help call the leads. They'd help set appointments. They would bring, people to us, three-way calls, closing sales, all that kind of stuff. 13 years later, I'm doing the exact same thing, right? Now, we're using different systems. We're using, postcards instead of running ads in newspapers. We're using websites, instead of conference calls. We've got a fully automated website system that walks people through the sales process instead of picking up a phone, okay? Before, back in 2004, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5 in our Postcard Networker system, I would have to get on the phone personally with each person and explain to them what we were doing. I would have to walk them through and explain to them how the system worked, how they were going to be able to generate income and advertise and take part. We don't have to do that anymore. We've got an automated audio online through a members area where people can just go listen for themselves, and they can listen over and over and over again to the explanation until they understand. And if they don't understand, they're going to pick up the phone and they're going to call me or you and ask questions, right, so that we can help them understand. But 13 years later in Postcard Networker, we are essentially doing the exact same system. And you might be sitting there thinking, well, Joel, if it's the exact same system, I don't want to be part of an antiquated system. Well, it definitely isn't an antiquated system. The Postcard Networker system is probably, I want to say, one of the premier systems, if not the best system out there, for not only postcard marketing, but for network marketing. And I'm going to tell you why in just a minute. But here's the thing, the systems don't change. The way people buy in network marketing really on a big scale doesn't change. The way we have success in building teams doesn't really change. The sales pitch might change. The advertising medium might change. So instead of newspapers, maybe we run ads on Facebook now. Maybe we send postcards now. Maybe we generate traffic online now instead of putting an ad in every single newspaper across the country. Okay? So that might change, but the system doesn't change. We still source leads. We still sort our leads. We still get some initial sales. We build a following. We build a brand. We do our back-end sales. We pitch people into the network marketing company, and then we allow everybody else to do it through the system. We gain the leverage through our team in the system. Look, let's go back. Let me just click on here. Let's go back to, right? Look, 2004, got the leads, did the small sales, did the back-end sales, increased the advertising, got the leverage. Now, what do? Got the leads, do the sales, build the following, do the back-end pitch, which is the network marketing company, gain the leverage. It's the exact same process. Why do we use the same process? The process works. The system works. The systematic approach to enrolling people into a network marketing company has worked for the last decade. It will continue working for you for the next decade. Okay? Postcard Networker will source the leads for you. And that was one of my big things when I first got started in 1999, from 99 to 2004, for about 4 or 5 years. It was difficult for me to source the leads, to find the leads. That is the biggest problem in network marketing. People just don't have enough leads. They don't know how to find them. There are people out there like myself who can source leads for you. So why spend all your time trying to rack your brain? And I've heard this before. It's like, oh, you know, I just don't think I got enough sales out of Postcard Networker. I'm just not sure if it's going to work for me. It's working for hundreds of other people. Why would it not work for you? It doesn't even make sense. You're using the same quality leads. You're using the same types of leads. Just because you don't get a sale in your first 3 days doesn't mean that you're not going to have success with it, because it's a system. It's a process. It's not an overnight money machine. Okay? If you want one of those, you can check online. There's all kinds of people who will pitch you that and not deliver it. Okay, but at least they'll give you the dream for a week, right? And then you can go chase the other dreams out there too. Chase the other cash money machine systems, right, or whatever they call them nowadays. This is just a very simple business where we will source the leads for you. The Postcard Networker system will sort the leads for you. When you mail out so the postcards have the leads on them. By mailing the postcard to the prospect, that's essentially instead of phoning them and cold calling and sorting them yourself. I can get you leads of phone numbers of people if you want to do the calling. I just don't think a lot of people want to do that. Okay, I just don't think a lot of people want to be the initial sorting process when the computer and the technology and the postcards can do the sorting for us. That's another form of leverage. You're getting leveraged advertising. Okay, so instead of you phoning people and saying, hey, are you interested in a home-based business? Let me tell you about mine. We just send them a postcard, which says, hey, we've got a home-based business, right? Are you interested in it? That's essentially what this postcard says. You can join for free, send 5 postcards a day, automatically get a big downline, and then it talks about it on the back. We're real people. Here's what people are saying. Go set up your membership. This is how you get paid, right? Are you interested? All the postcard does is says, hey, are you interested in our business? If so, come check us out. It's sorting the leads for you. While you go to work to generate an income for your family, to pay your bills, and to build your business, the postcards are going to sort the prospects for you automatically. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that, and I mean, this truly is, during the sorting process, this is the thing that most people miss. You only have 24 hours a day, okay? How many people could you call in one day if you picked up the phone? Well, you're at work for 8 or 10 hours a day, so right off the bat, you don't have 24 hours. You only have 16 left. You sleep for 6 to 8 hours a day, so now you've only got about 8 hours left that you're not at work and that you're not sleeping. You're probably eating for a couple of hours. You're probably commuting, right? You're probably taking your kids somewhere. You're probably spending time with your spouse. You're probably have activities. So like the time to build your business all of a sudden just got shortened from 24 hours in a day down to maybe half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours maybe as a stretch, right? Because we have full lives. We have so much to do. We're so busy, right? We are busy people. But the postcard takes no time. The postcard literally, and I mean, if you've seen some of the videos online, I can, and maybe you need a little bit more practice, but I can put stamps on 100 postcards in about 2 minutes. Now, maybe it'll take you 10 minutes to put 100 stamps, but 10 minutes? Like, really, folks, to sort through 100 prospects to see if any of them are interested. Would you rather spend your time or just a little bit of money to sort through them? You got to gain the leverage through the money. You can't get more hours in a day. You can't buy more time. The only way you can buy more time is through leverage, advertising, right? Through gaining that leverage through an advertising medium like Postcards or running ads online. But running ads online to me is running an ad, placing an ad on like a pay-per-click or something like that. It's not sitting there clicking away for traffic or spending hours and hours and hours running free ads online. You can do that to generate leads, but it's not gonna really help you in your leverage or in your business or in your time, right? We're doing this to save time. Otherwise, I can just get you names and phone numbers. You can call them all day. Right? I don't know a lot of people that want to do that, though. So sorting the leads through the postcards literally is the best way to do it because everybody can do it. Right? Show me a person that can't put a stamp on a postcard. Everyone can literally do this. The sales messaging is the same to every single prospect that gets the postcard. So we're not screwing up the sales process. You know, if you pick up the phone and you start cold calling people, you have a chance to affect the sales process. If you had a bad day, right, or if you wake up late or if you're grumpy or something like that, they're not going to want to work with you immediately. Boom, they're done. Even if they were a great prospect, you just blew them out of the water because you had a bad day and you weren't talking to them properly. Or maybe that they are a man and you're a woman and they didn't want to talk to a woman, or you're a woman and they're a man and they didn't want to, you know what I mean? Like, who knows? Maybe they didn't like the tone of your voice. Maybe they didn't like your accent. Maybe they didn't like something about you. But if they get a postcard, it's the same sales message. It can sort the leads for you. It's going to generate some initial sales. It's not going to build the entire business forever for you, but it's going to generate it's going to sort the leads and get some initial sales. It'll generate people into the affiliate program, so you can start sorting them, so you can talk to them. It'll generate people into the online marketing program, generate you a little bit of income, which helps offset your future advertising. And it'll do the initial pitch for your network marketing company. Not only that, we've set it up with autoresponders. We've set up the online marketing to help build you a following, help build your brand, help build your name. Have you ever had a system? Have you ever had a network marketing company or business or anybody who allows you to help build your personal brand, your personal name? Postcard Networker does. I do it in a way, though, that's very non-threatening, right? That allows you to take baby steps. It allows you to crawl before you walk before you run, right? Doesn't push you off into the deep end of the pool and say, good luck, hopefully you know how to swim, right? I don't make you make videos immediately on day one if you don't feel comfortable doing it. In fact, you never have to if you never feel comfortable. But the video marketing that we do helps brand you, helps put your name on everything that you do, puts your name attached to Postcard Networker. So when I do a training, even a Saturday morning breakfast call, you can put your name in front of this. You can put your picture in front of this through the video marketing. Helps to build your following. People will start to see your name, your channel. They'll subscribe to your videos. And then any day you ever want to put out a video, they're going to know who you are, because at the beginning of every one of your videos, you can put your name and picture. You can even talk on them if you want to. You can make your own if you want to, but you don't have to. See, that's the key, is to allow people to take baby steps but get success until they're ready to start walking. It's not about where you are today. It's not. It's not about, you know, if you're a leader and you've got all these people and what. It's not about you. It's about the next person that's going to enroll with you. It's always about the new member. Network marketing, folks, and this is why I've always designed the systems and the marketing and everything for the new member, so that it's easy for somebody that's brand new, that's never done networking before, to have success. It's not about you. It's about them. It's not about Joel. It's not about Kristen. It's not about you. It's about your new member. Can they do it? Ask yourself, can they do what we're doing? Right? Do they need to train their new people? Nope. They can just send them on a Saturday morning breakfast call. Do they need to find the leads? Nope. They can just buy postcards with leads already on them. Do they have to cold call and sort their leads? Nope. They can just buy a stamp, put the postcards in the mail. The postcards will sort them for them. Do they have to build their own personal brand and shoot videos and do their own trainings and all that? Nope. They can just take part in the online marketing training, start building their brand, okay, until they're ready. And maybe they'll never be ready. That's okay. They can just piggyback off of our brand, piggyback off our training, piggyback off of our everything that we do to build that following, right? Here's the most important part that everybody misses. Even top leaders miss this. The leverage. Doesn't matter what you can do, only matters what your team can do. If they can't do the activity, or more importantly, if they don't have time to do the activity, or more importantly, if they're not willing to do the activity that you're asking them to do. It doesn't matter if they're willing to do a home meeting one time, right? Everybody's kind of willing to do a home meeting one time, right? Invite people over to their house, do a product presentation, talk about the business, pull out the whiteboard. I'm willing to do it at least once, right, to get some business going, to generate some sales. But are you willing to do it every week? Can you do it every week, right? Think about that. Are you willing to do it every single week? Can you do it every week? If you're not willing to or able to or don't have the time to, you need a system like Postcard Networker that will provide you the opportunity to do advertising and do sales pitches and bring people in your business consistently week in and week out. Week in and week out, over and over and over and over again. Does that make sense? That's why Postcard Networker is so powerful. That's why this system that's designed for the brand new person works so well. I don't care if you can sell 4 people if you bring them over to your house, and Postcard Networker can only get 1. Okay, it doesn't matter. Because if you sell 4 people over to your house, what can they do? What are they going to do? Can they sell 4 at their house, or can they sell 0 at their house? So you got 4, right? Postcard Networker only got 1. But that 1 can go get 1 through sending postcards. And then those 2 can go get 2 more sending postcards. And then those 4 can go get 4 sending postcards. And those 8 can get 8 sending postcards. And it'll duplicate and grow and grow and grow. Because they can all get their 1 or their 2 sending postcards. But can they all do the home meetings? Are they all willing to? Do they have the time? Are they able to sell? Are they able to close? Right? Do they have the right look? Do they have the right accent? Do they have the right sales pitch? Can they do it? I'm totally not saying avoid home meetings. I'm not saying avoid one-on-ones. I'm not saying avoid cold calling. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you need a system for everybody in addition to what you're doing. So if you're going to do home meetings, great. Do your home meetings, generate a lot of sales, build your business, but allow everybody else to use postcards to generate their sales if they can't do what you're doing. Right? Does that make sense? So even if you're doing something else, that's fine. Just let your team do something simple like postcards, and you'll have way more success than you ever thought possible. Hey, end of the show. That's it. I guess that's all I've got for today. I thought I had one more slide, but I guess not. I mean, the point of the call really today is just the leverage, right? How do you get leverage? You get it through having a system that everybody can do, having a system that everyone has time for, having a system that everybody is not scared of, that they're willing to do. Right? My little 1.5-year-old sat here for a good 20 minutes of the call listening today, playing with stamps, He almost got a couple stamps on a postcard, but they mostly ended up on the floor. But they are sitting in a big pile. He unrolled probably about 7, 8 different rolls of stamps. So he's only 1.5, and he managed to get a lot of stamps unrolled. I'm sure if you're over the age of 18, you can manage to not only unroll those stamps, but also get them on a postcard and mail them out. And that's simply all it takes to succeed at Postcard Networker. Okay? So have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great day. Get more postcards. Get them in the mail. Your business can only grow from here. And as you build your business, I just want you to remember that you are in a place where you can consistently grow, not only for you personally, but more importantly, for your team. Have a great weekend, everyone. Wish you all the best. Bye for now.